July 24th, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, year 2024. In the last 10 minutes, I was gassed so brutally by a chemical military grade. Let me say this again. By military grade chemical gas. I was gassed so brutally. I can't believe I lived through this. It is really incredible. It is really, really incredible. Another thing I have witnessed here that I will never forget. Okay, we're going to plug our ears to do this. I'm fucking in living hell here. Okay, I was fine. I mean, just fine. Okay, I ate, rested, recovered from last night up until I went to bed. The constant gas being pumped into my quarters, hallway, bathroom, so on and so forth, right? Recovering from this morning's chemical gas, military grade. I was fine. I had bounced back, and this is exactly what I mean by then they hit me again. It hadn't been that long, and remember, I can't talk about all the military grade chemical gases they use. It hadn't been that long, but it was long enough since the most recent ones that I am not always allowed to discuss on the internet. It had been long enough where I bounced back as feeling just fine. So I decided to go into the hallway. I decided to go in the bathroom. When I came back, I had come into contact with chemical grade, military grade gas that was already out there. You walk into, like what I've described, you walk into a fog of it. It's my terms. It's out there in the air. You walk into it, you come into contact with it. So I came into contact with it out there. It was fine and dandy in here. I was out there for a handful of minutes. I came back in here. I said out loud, God damn, they got me out there. I said out loud to myself. I started going through the symptoms of gas exposure, chemical gas exposure. It wasn't that painful. So what happened, this is what pissed me off, is what happened is I'm standing in my kitchen is where I say, it's not my kitchen. No one lives in a place like this. It's the space in the extra room that I have made into a quasi kitchen. So I'm standing by my mini fridge and I say, God damn, they got me with gas out there in the bathroom, okay? That's where I was saying they got me. I stood there, and so within a minute of saying that, I'm standing right by the mini fridge, and I start buckling over, and they're pumping more in my room. They start just blasting it into my extra room. It was so painful. At that point, I literally buckled over. I was standing on my 2 feet by my mini fridge, buckled over, holding my intestines, holding my stomach. My whole abdominal, pancreas, and intestinal area was just, I'll get to the symptoms another time. It was incredibly painful. And within about 30 seconds, I started to get really, really, really dizzy. You get super high, like you're on laughing gas from the dentist office. So I'm buckled in pain. And at that point, I'm super high. I'm really pissed because I know this shit doesn't kill me, thank God. But I can see why I thought when they first started using it on me, why I thought I was going to die. This shit is so fucking terrible to go through. Okay? I have learned through constant exposure that it doesn't kill me. I just go racing to the bathroom, which is what I did. After feeling the first symptoms that I contacted out in the hallway, I went back to the bathroom within 1.5 minutes, and I'm pee-pooing my brains out. At that point, I've been counting how many times they've sent me back and forth to the bathroom, but I can't say it on the internet because a lot of the chemical gas today I'm not allowed to talk about, but I'm counting it. I'm out there in the bathroom. I'm really pissed. All right. And I got away from the gas that was in my room, and you feel it right away. You feel your body bouncing back. You're not in excruciating pain, and you're not as high as the sky on laughing gas. Within 1 minute of being in my bathroom, after I had flushed the toilet, I'm sorry, I misquoted. Within 1 minute of being in my bathroom, while I was racing from the exposure that hit me in my extra room, okay, that caused me to buckle over by my mini fridge. With 1 minute in the bathroom, they started filling up the bathroom with more. All right, while I was in the middle of going pee poo from the exposure that I got when I was in my extra room by my mini fridge, okay? All right. Within a minute, I started to feel all that pain again, because maybe 2 minutes, okay? But it's a handful of minutes. You're not in the bathroom very long. You feel the pain, the excruciating pain is going away. You're not high, so you feel like there's a relief in there. And then they start pumping it in there, and you instantly know, okay, they're getting me in here now. I'm sitting down on the toilet. I've been through this a million times here, so I'm like, here they go, they're getting me in here. And this is the first pee poo from the exposure that I was contaminated with by my mini fridge. So I wrap it up. I'm at that point in a lot of pain. I can't escape the poisonous gas. I flush the toilet. I wrap it up. And then while I'm standing, as soon as I flush the toilet, the gas that they were pumping continued to flow and pump. And they got me a second time. I had to literally sit back down. And within under 5 minutes, I had to go 2 separate times gushing pee poo. 2 separate times, and on the second time of gushing pee poo and under 5 minutes of being poisoned in the bathroom with military-grade chemical gas, I'm grabbing my stomach and I'm in all this pain, and I say, why do they do this? I'm asking God, why do they do this? I mean, I have my ideas, I speculate, but honestly, when it comes down to it, it doesn't make any logical sense, because all I do is come back in the room and report it. Is that why they do this? I have a list of speculations of why they do it. It was so terrible. So I was high as the sky in the bathroom, going pee poo once and then going pee poo again, grabbing my pancreas and my abdomen, all of it is just living hell. I wrap it up for a second time, and I'm like, okay. And I go to the bathtub, I wash up, okay, because you have to. It's so much poison. You're breathing it. It's on your skin. It's all over your body. You have to wash up. This is what I would suggest to anybody who might possibly survive this sort of gas, is just to wash it off of your body. And that's what I did. So I was washing it up. And then while I was washing it up, it takes me another handful of minutes. The gas stopped. I wasn't high as the sky. Wasn't grabbing at my abdomen. I wasn't feeling this incredible pain. And I cleaned myself up. I hate to talk about it on the internet, but I'm just going to say what kind of hell I go through in here. And then I go back into my room. And I stand there, and there's no gas in my extra room. I'm back at my mini fridge. I wash my hands and everything. I'm cleaned up. And that's the first thing I thought when I came in, was because I don't die from this stuff. So my mind knows that. My brain has learned I don't die. So my brain moves on to other thoughts. Once I'm not in pain, I'm like, okay, I'm clean. Thank God I'm clean. My hands, everything's clean. I can continue with my day. And my guidance from Jesus was to just stand by the mini fridge for a handful of minutes. Stand by the mini fridge, which I did. And then I came in here. So that's the last 10 minutes. And then the other guidance was report this military grade chemical gas. Report it right now. But I can't tell the world how many times I've been tossed into that bathroom, racing back and forth, because a lot of the chemical gas I can't report today. So it's happening. This stuff they just used was incredibly painful, incredibly toxic, and it makes you super high at the same time. All right, goodbye.